want to operate, then you have enormous bandwidth available. So can we use that? Of course, there is an inherent disadvantage. Problem associated is that the range is very, very limited. And then of course, there are only specified bands in which, because if you transmit at very high frequency, in millimeter wave frequencies, there is oxygen absorption which comes into the picture. So there is a huge attenuation which is happening. But there are some windows available. Around 60 gigahertz there is one, 94 gigahertz, at 23 gigahertz there is one available. So in that, the attenuation is still large, but relatively less compared to other frequencies. So one can use that millimeter wave technologies, particularly for the small cells. Particularly for small cell applications, because we are using in femto small cell applications, we can use millimeter wave applications. So there are a lot of work which is going on. Unless there is a lot of people start working on it, the cost right now is very, very expensive. The devices which are very expensive, but the expense is associated always with the volume. The moment millions of people start using, the cost will come down. So that's not a major issue. And then in the physical layer and the MAC layer, what are the kind of technologies that one would like to use? The massive MIMO. Instead of MIMO which is being used at 2 antennas, 4 antennas, can we use 16 antennas? 16 antennas transmitting, 32 antennas transmitting and receiving, can we look at it? But there is a problem if in a mobile handset you can't put 16 antennas. Because there is also a problem associated with it is, it's in terms of its wavelength, how many wavelength separation each antenna should have. That's a conventional wisdom. But can we overcome that by new technologies? Those are the ones which are being executed, and dense networks. And then particularly in the physical layer, the modulation schemes and the access methodology which we have used, we have moved from CDMA to, as I mentioned, orthogonal frequency multiple access, technologies. Now people are thinking, there is some thinking in terms of non-orthogonal systems, are they effective? So new methods are being explored, 5 modulation waveforms, new modulation and waveform technologies which are being investigated. So these are the filter bank multicarrier, universal filtered multicarrier, generalized frequency division multiplexing. These are the new methods by which are trying to replace the technology. These are called non-orthogonal technologies, and this is being explored. Lot of work which is going on. People who are trying to do in this related area PhD work on the research on that. These are some of the good examples in which one can concentrate on that one. Because there is enormous interest in this one, which is going to lead to the 5th generation communication system. There are several papers from Bell Labs and various other places. These are available. One can look at it and then think in terms of. I just wanted to give you a brief mentioning of that one. Of course, a little bit write-up is there, but I will not go into that one about how we are doing and 5 millimeter wave basics and other things. But I think at this point, I think I have taken enough of your time. I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what is happening in the 5th generation communication system, what are the directions in which what is happening, and thinking of that. None of them are likely to come immediately. As I mentioned, 2020 is when the commercial 5th generation communication system is likely to come. Which of these things will eventually get into the standards, which will not, or after 1 year something absolutely new thing will come up. All things are open, everything is possible, but very, very exciting days are ahead for this 5th generation communication system. I am not the one who is going to contribute. You are the youngsters who are going to contribute into doing this one. I wish you all the best in doing this one. Thank you very much. Of course, I am open to any questions, 1 or 2. Subsequently, my email ID is mhkori@gmail.com, mhkori@gmail.com. Feel free to contact me for anything, technical issues, anything you want to contact, feel free to contact. Thank you very much.